Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS rules well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Anah, which means to testify. The title I have here is Billionaires Buying Bunkers Are a Part of Bible Prophecy. And basically, the inspiration of this video, just, driving and thinking about all the people I'm passing and wondering, are they aware, of what's to come, basically to Babylon the Great, which we'll get into it. And are they, looking to buy bunkers? Are they buying bunkers in America? Are they buying bunkers in, Hawaii or all over the world? Some of those things is hard to look up and hard to find where these people are building their bunkers. Some of these rich elites have multiple homes, so there's no clear indication of where people should be buying bunkers. Basically, the world elites are lying to the general, you know, public about what's happening, what's really going on. And that said, buying bunkers are a part of, you know, Bible prophecy, because the world elites, from the many different nations will go into bunkers, right before, the nuclear missiles strike and America is destroyed, the land of Israel is destroyed, and wherever else these missiles will hit. So anyway, that's pretty much, just driving and thinking. So I decided to look it up, and we'll get into it. But keep in mind, like I said, it's a part of Bible prophecy pursuant to Revelation chapter 6, which we'll get to. We'll read these articles. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. It says the latest billionaire trend, doomsday bunkers with a flammable moat. But we're going to focus on doomsday bunkers. And it says, it's important to keep in mind, it says the latest billionaire trend. And there's an uptick in billionaires, rich people, buying bunkers, you know, or there's an uptick in it being talked about or being said, to the point where even you got people like Rick Ross now trying to buy bunkers. People with money are seeing what the world elites are doing, and they're seeing how the world is operating and where it's headed, and basically everyone can see that it's headed to war, to destruction. So these people are buying bunkers. It says, is all this bunker building a sign the 1% know something we don't and are preparing for the end times? And that's basically when I started, that's what I was looking for. I couldn't really find information. I wanted to find, and look on Google to say, okay, all these 1%ers are buying their bunkers like on islands, Hawaii, or just out the way. Like they're not buying bunkers in Babylon the Great, or they will buy bunkers where they think it will be like the least tension, least amount of whatever the case may be. But I couldn't really find that, which they'll talk about in one of these other posts I got. It's not really a good thing to say, hey, I'm buying a bunker. Here it is. This is where it's at. Because we know, once things get crazy and people start looking for food and where to go, people are going to remember these different bunkers, you know. So is all this bunker building a sign the 1% know something we don't and are prepping for end times? So I think this is her right here. She's a beautiful, pretty lady right there. It says Sunday 25th February February 25th 2024 on a Sunday at 6:12 p.m. or a.m. Basically, this is an uptick. This is recent. It happened beginning of this year, right around the CVID or whatever year that was, right when this things increased and these bunker talks started to come to pass. It says, "What's your plan for the apocalypse?" I guess she was trying to be funny here in this segment right here. You can read that part. I'll skip down. She was basically saying, "What's your plan for the apocalypse that's coming?" She basically said she can't survive. Billionaires. Billionaires do. Okay, so it says, who wants to live a few extra months in a completely destroyed world? Because pursuant to, of course, Psalms 49 and 11, their inward thought is that they will continue forever, and they believe to rise up out of the ashes after the nuclear war. But the prophets are here telling them that's it. once this nuclear war happens, right in the midst of that, Yahweh Shai is going to be coming to redeem his elect. That goes into uh, Second Esdras chapter 13. So these elites think they're gonna be able to escape and survive what's coming, but they won't. This is Second Esdras chapter 13 verse 1. It says, "And it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heavens. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him." And this is talking about Yahweh Shai coming. It says, and that's why he said he's going to plead with the nations. That's what Isaiah 34. It says, "And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth filleth when he filleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was a gathered together a multitude." I'm sorry, it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Even going back to Revelations, of course, I'm thinking, I believe it's either 13 or 17, one of those precept to this. It says, "And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea." And that's talking about World War III, nuclear war. It says, "But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place wherewith the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yes durst fight." So these men, these military men, and not even women, because they're allowing women into the war, which will get drafted and all of that. They're going to be afraid of Yahweh Shai, but they're still going to fight and be destroyed. So that's pretty much it. That's what it's going into, that nuclear war when Yahweh Shai come. You can read into that. So yeah, billionaires do, as it says, "Who wants to live a few extra months in a completely destroyed world?" Billionaires, billionaires do. As you have probably noticed, bunkers have become the ultimate status symbol among the 1%. The bunker craze, accelerated by the pandemic, I don't know if I can say that word, has been going on for a while now. However, I'm starting to think that bunker fever is getting out of hand. The rich are no longer content with run-of-the-mill 500,000 survival shelters. They're taking things to the next level, a development which should probably worry us all, right? Because they understand exactly what's coming, and they don't know how long they'll be down there. We're talking about like underground cities, different things. It says, look, for example, at Mark Zuckerberg in December, Weird or Wired published an in-depth report detailing how the Meta CEO has been constructing a 5,000 square feet underground shelter on his 1,400 acre compound in Hawaii. So maybe he has a different bunker that he ain't tell us about, or he might not be one of those ones. People might come over there and take all he got. It says, "Very normal, very cool." According to planning documents reviewed by Wired, the compound will be completely self-sufficient with its own food and water supplies. The price tag for the entire project is over 270 million. It's also shrouded in secrecy, and people involved with the project are bound by non-disclosure agreements. The only other time you see that it is when you're doing secure military installations. One local construction industry official affiliated with the site told Wired, for a private project to have an NDA attached to it is very rare. Let's get right here. It says, "Is all this bunker building a sign the 1% know something we don't?" And what do they know? They know destruction is coming. They know World War III is coming, right? They know uproars of the people, civil unrest. They know all these things are coming. It says because through the left hand, this is things that they want, but Yahweh Bahashmi Shai is allowing them to do this, to destroy this place, to bring it down, right? Because a part of all of this stuff that's happening is a testing, for the Israelites, to go through these things and have faith in Yahweh Bahashmi Shai that He will save us. But on the left hand side, Esau Edom, this is their jump or their kickstart into their new world order. They like to say order out of chaos. So therefore they're gonna bring these things in their mind to bring in their new world order. It says, is all this bunker building a sign the 1% know something we don't and are preparing for end times? Podcaster Christina Randall, who has over 1.58 million subscribers, thinks so. Randall recently observed that Zuckerberg's reported bunker is one of approximately 15 end-of-days projects being undertaken by billionaires worldwide. Excuse me. And said the biblical book of Revelations, which I didn't read this. I didn't know that was there, which predicts the end of the world is being fulfilled. It says Revelation 6:15 that says that the kings of the earth, the princes, the generals, the rich, the mighty, and every slave and every free man hid in caves and among the rocks of the mountains. And that's crazy. I didn't even know that was there. It says, I'm not sure the book of Revelations is a particular authoritative source. So I guess that's this lady that's saying that right here. Uh, it says, I'm not sure the book of Revelation is a particular authoritative source. It is. It says, but even disregarding that, there are lots of prophets of doom. there are lots of prophets of doom out there and plenty of reasons to be pessimistic about the state of the world. There is a famous quote in tech circles often attributed to William Gibson: the future is here. It is just not evenly distributed. That's true of disaster as well. While billionaires worry about an upcoming dystopia, people in Gaza are living it. Gaza has become a death zone. It says the WHO Director General, I think this is, I don't know if this is the one guy I looked up. Let me see. See. Uh, it's that dude right there. It says Director General of the World Health Organization. It says the WHO Director General recently said at a press briefing in Geneva, the children starving to death in Gaza don't have underground bunkers to run to. As the 1% create full-scale hospitals in their just-in-case bunkers, people in Gaza are dying of malnutrition and easily treated diseases. While the rich stockpile food in luxurious shelters, that's what they're doing, right? They plant seeds down there, all type of animals and things, because they think they're gonna come out. It says more than 500,000 in Gaza, blah blah blah. It says in the U.S. government, which could stop all this suffering very quickly, is shrugging its shoulders. All right, so this is an interesting article right here. But yeah, she said it's a lot of prophets of doom out there talking about these end days in the book of Revelations, which I didn't know that was in there. Let's get that. I got it pulled up, but I didn't know she talked about it or whoever that. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Whoever this Randall person is. Let's see. Oh, hell. I got a bad signal. I don't know why I clicked on that. I mean, I ran out of my Wi-Fi. I be buying Wi-Fi with my phone plan. I ran out, so it's kind of slow. I'll look this up later, but it's crazy that that person Randolph said it equates to Revelations. So anyway, let's get it. The sixth seal terror. Revelation 6 and 12, it says, "And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black and as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind." And this is talking about the nuclear missiles. And the seven, in the heaven departed as a scroll when it's rolled together. And every mountain, and the precept is in the book of Ezekiel to this. It says, "In every mountain and island were moved out of their places." It says, "And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, Fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb." And that's going back to 2nd Edges 13 when he come. So these elite people are going to hide. They're going to send their armies, to the battle, and their armies are going to battle Yahweh Shai and lose. It says, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? So that was a precept I got right there. And then we're going to get, what is this? Okay, so yeah. So with that being said, reading Revelation 6 from 12 to 17, saying that these people are gonna, go into the bunkers right here in verse 15, and then there has been an uptrend in people buying bunkers. These are also, a part of the signs that has passed. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9. In verse 1, it says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before." So basically, if you got, eyes to see and ears to hear, you can see what's happening. There has been an uptick in these super elite buying bunkers, right? After this 2019 event. So come on, we know what's going on here. Bible prophecy has been fulfilled. It says, "Then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." And all of this goes into also that we always get Matthew 24. I know I always get it. All the men of the Lord, pretty good scripture. Everyone knows about it. Matthew 24:3 says, "And he sat upon the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?" And Yahushua said, And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Yahushua, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, right? So we're at the beginning of the end. We're at the beginning of the end. The end is manifest. And what end is that? This end. The end of Babylon, which we'll get right after I get these other articles. So now we got even individuals like Rick Ross out here buying bunkers. Let's see what he got to say.
I'm excavating. It's going down. Y'all know how I love real estate, and I usually like to build and go up. We going underground now. One time for all my doomsday preppers. Elon Musk, I see you. I saw your ground plans. I'm impressed. But guess what? My bunker gonna have a garage.
So I guess we just have to take his word for it. I'm not gonna look it up right now, but he said he's seen the ground plans of Elon Musk's bunker. So even Elon Musk is among the ones getting bunkers. Which, matter of fact, let me show you this right here. This billionaire buys bunker, and it showed me this. And then they got some of these people here: Mark Zuckerberg, It says the CEO of Meta is building a 5,000 square feet underground bunker. It says Bill Gates reportedly has bunkers under many of his homes. This guy bought some bunkers. You know, it says billionaires are building bunkers to protect themselves from potential threats such as civil unrest. And this is AI. AI overview. So this is part of that beast system that's been implemented and put in place here in these end times. So even AI knows something that we might not know, or that the people that are lost don't know. It says billionaires are building bunkers to protect themselves from potential threats such as civil unrest, cyber attacks, nuclear bombing, power grid failure, and climate change. So far, civil unrest has happened. Cyber attacks has happened a little bit. Power grid failures has happened a little bit. And this guy right here, steady talking about climate change, which I already said his name. You just don't even know what you can say, what you can't say. But anyway, back to it.
My bunker gonna have wings. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, we breaking ground. Huge excavations. You gotta have your fluids. I got a water maker, a machine that makes water out of H2O. I got a water maker. We got our canned goods. So if you thinking the brothers ain't ready, we ready.
So yeah, a simple-minded Jake could see this and like, well, I can't get a bunker, but I'll get some canned goods and stock up and think I'm gonna be okay. You need the Lord, right? You get let's see if I can Psalms 91. Let me see. I think it's 64. Psalms 91. It says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in Him will I trust. Surely He will deliver me from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence." Right. So you have to abide under the Almighty, which is abiding in His word and His truth. And there was another one that I just was looking at. I believe it's Psalms 40. A brother posted it on YouTube. I seen it. I read over it. This is it right here. We start at 10. Psalms 46 and 10. It says, so this is what you should do. When these troubles come, Jacob's trouble, all these different things, it says, be still and know that I am Yahweh Bashmi Awashai. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The power of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. So we just trust in the Lord, basically. If you get canned goods and things like that for the days that's coming, ain't nothing wrong with that. But ultimately, we know that we need the Lord. So whoever made this article says, I got to tell you, I'm impressed. A garage, wings, and a machine that makes water out of H2O. The man is prepared, and I don't blame him one bit. The world is falling a damn part, and you can't never be too ready for shit to hit the fan. That said, I'm not sure you're supposed to tell people you're building a bunker on your property. I think you're supposed to keep that to yourself. That way people don't bother you during the apocalypse. Oh well, I just hope he has enough room for his livestock. And you got some cows or something too that he put in there, which is crazy.
Right now.
Oh shit!
I'm
Okay,
ready for
okay,
it.
okay.
I'm ready for it.
I'm in Decentraland and Sandbox. Okay,
This a dream come true for Rose. You know what this is for a young boy from Carol City to have horses and now a big boy at it. Come on down. You good. You good. Yeah!
All right, so the Most High gonna destroy this nigga if he don't repent, bro. Like he getting all of that, and just like this man said, they gonna go in the bunker. They gonna bother him. Everybody know where this man live. If he building a bunker there, So whatever the case may be, as you can see, bunkers are part of Bible prophecy regarding the elites, the super elites like the Rothschilds and on down. So Isaiah 13:1, prophecies against Babylon the Great. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, lift up a banner among the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. This is talking about, the men of the Lord with the Bible, preaching and teaching. It says, I have commanded my sanctified ones, that been the hopeful elect here in this time. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, that been the angels, even them that rejoice in highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdom of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Right? So Russia, if you go into Ezekiel 38, Russia and all the people joined unto them, are going to come. They're going to destroy with these nuclear missiles the land of Babylon and also the land of Israel. And that's what these super elites are getting in their bunkers and getting prepared for. It says, Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Right, and that's talking about this destruction that's coming, the day of the Lord, all these judgments. It says, behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Right. So these are part of the signs and tokens that's going to take place. During this nuclear war with the missiles. It says, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Right, and these, you know, we the hopeful elect, the ones that can call on the names Yahweh, Bahashmi Awashai, that call themselves the hopeful elect, can feel and see what's happening in the world and understand the sufferings that we're going through, and how Yahweh, Bahashmi Awashai, is molding us, you know, and making us more precious. Because only a man of the Lord, you know, abiding under the wing of the Almighty, will be like this, will be more precious than fine gold. So that's exactly what's taking place as I speak. I says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. You know, it says, therefore will I shake the heavens, and the earth shall be removed out of her place, and the wrath of the Lords of hosts, in the day of his fierce anger. The scripture precept says, the earth shall roll to and fro as a drunkard, and it shall be as the chase roll, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. You go into how Esau Edom is wearied in the multitude of his counsels, and him calling on his left hand sorceries and things like that, and these people that he has done these things with, all of those people are gonna go their own way, right? His friends and all of those people will leave him. It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. The scriptures say, though hand in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. It says, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Get second Ezra 15:16. This is Isaiah 13:17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. Now the Medes here is talking about Russia, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. So they just come and destroy. They're not trying to take spoil. It says, their bows shall also dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God, Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So you can't deny that this place Babylon is great, Even John the Revelator, when he marveled at the woman, was like, dang, that what's up with that, So, but it will be destroyed. It was made great to be destroyed, to be brought down very low. Isaiah 13:20, and it shall never be inhabited. See, it was so great, but the next verse says, Isaiah 13:20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. It says, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there. This place is going to be a zoo for wild beasts. That's it. It says, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and starries shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So yeah, that's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's um, coming to Babylon the Great. I think let me see if I can find this one thing right here. I think it's Job 23. I read, or I believe it was Elder Yashawamba going into it. That's not it. Oh, right here, Job 14:5. Because you go back to this, it says Isaiah 13:22. It says, "And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged." Right. So that's talking about this place Babylon the Great. So this is talking about Esau Edom. You can relate this to Esau Edom. It says Job 14:5. It says, "Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass." You know, it says, "Turn from him that he may rest till he shall accomplish as in hireling his day." Right. So Esau Edom is working, for the Lord basically on the left hand side, because Satan is working for the Lord on the left hand side, and Esau Edom is working with Satan. So therefore, on the left hand side, Esau Edom is but to come to kill and destroy. That's it. So he's gonna kill and destroy. He's gonna destroy Babylon and create this place. So yeah, with that, I hope you were edified from this lesson. With that, I'll say shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.